One of the things I think I value so much about our relationship is just the perspective that you bring, you know, and as somebody who's one of the most well-known fighters in the world, a sports celebrity athlete, not just in the US or in Brazil, but globally, how do you stay so present and focused, even with all of that pressure and those demands that come with being who you are?
I have a wife at home that speaks the truth with me every day, man. And when I'm being a hypocrite, to say, Victor, I'm sorry, but you're not living what you preach right now, man. What's up with you? So you gotta have that. You have to have that spouse at home and say, listen, man. You know, like Brian, like you're like every time I call you, my son said, Dad. Every time I talk to Brian, he's like, man, my God, I wish I can talk to. It's like say, listen, but guess what? He has his days too. But what is really, he's not gonna cry to you because you have to really sometimes. I don't believe in fake until you make it. You got to really understand that in life, you got to have hats. In life, you really, even when you're sad, you're happy. Even when things are looking so bad, they ask me, how you feeling? I'm feeling amazing. I'm good. Looking for something to be grateful. And then you're going to say, man, I'm good. You know what? Because in that perspective, I'm not good. But when I see myself in that perspective, I'm good. So we tend to always be negative because it's people are comparing themselves to somebody else, or how much success, or how much he's in, he made to the NFL, or he's in UFC, he's undefeated. So if I compare myself with GSP, I'm going to be depressed because his resume are preventing. But that's not the point. Well, what I have that GSP doesn't have, what I represent. So we all unique in a sense. So every time I look to somebody else, I don't try to compare myself to that person. I'm just trying to value what that person represent to me, but you cannot. That's very sad that people living on that sense. So I think it's just having someone that you can really can speak the truth to you, and you can be real to yourself, and having solitude times that really can kind of listen. Now I have to reevaluate how I am doing as a human being, and so. So it's a tough moments that we are going, Brian. I confess to you, but that is not the end. I believe things will get worse, much worse than what we're facing right now. We just got to be prepared and train as much more people we can, because if we all become in the same perspective, and we're not going to be feeding yourself from the news, from this Instagram negativity and whatever, and we can have more access to your podcast, for your books, for success hotline. The more we surround ourselves with people that really can, reshape our brains, and that's, I'm very thankful for the books that I read, the coaches that I had in my life, and the people that I really admire that helped me be clarity, not just in my spiritual sense, but in my soulish realm, and it's very important.